Hey everybody, Jeff aka GCurse here. Welcome to the latest GCurse Reacts. Basically, I'm just going to be looking at various videos or news articles regarding the gaming world, and I'll just give you some thoughts, that came to my mind. Okay, but as always, let's start off with the weather, shall we? Okay, so let's turn this off and deactivate that, and then we'll do this. Okay, as it is currently 9:20 a.m. on the 12th of July. Also, it is a Tuesday. Currently, it's 68 degrees and it's sunny, and it pretty much is exactly as they claim it is. Today, we're actually looking at a high of 86. Hey, it's a reversal of 68. Anyway, it looks like we dipped down to 77, but then we jump back up to 80, but then we're back into the 70s for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 82 on Monday, and then mid to lower 70s Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week. Sunrise was at 5:32 a.m. Sunset is at 9:01 p.m. Okay, with that out of the way, so here's this recording schedule for today. So today is Tuesday, so the AM session is me reacting to items. PM session, it's just gonna be me talking, just basically like a blog or whatever you want to call it. Letting people know what I'm doing and what I'm up to. Wednesday, if there is no AM session, and I'm not sure if there's gonna be a PM session. I did this before the schedule before talking to Navrin, and we're gonna be doing a podcast this Wednesday of Unsolved Mysteries. So depending on what time Navrin wants to do the podcast, it's normally around 5 or 6. So if it's around that time, I could probably squeeze in a PM session before then, but if it's not, then I'm not sure there will be a PM session for Wednesday. Thursday is my day off. Friday, the AM session and PM session are both gameplays. It's the same for Saturday, even though I don't have Saturday up there. It's AM session be gameplay, same as PM session. The games I'm currently either playing or wanting to play, basically it's God of War, Last of Us Remastered, Days Gone, Bioshock 2 Remake, Life is Strange True Colors, Uncharted Lost Legacy, and Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I do not have The Last of Us Part 2. It should be up there, but it's not. I've been playing that game also. With that done, then if you'd like to contact me, you can always reach me at gcurseproductionsgaming@gmail.com or twitter.com/gcursegaming. If you're watching this on Facebook and you like what you watched, feel free to click on like, comment, or share. Or if you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, and or subscribe. But with that out of the way, come on, let's turn this on. There we go. So it is time for the main course. Basically, I'm reacting to various things. I'm sorry if what you see in the display is not that big. It's, but anyway, so let's pull this up. The first thing that I want to kind of mention is that there seems to be a little bit of kind of people are kind of not unsure. I want to say that they're unsure if The Last of Us Part 1, it's basically the remake. Yeah, it's what's coming out in September, I think it is. People are kind of hesitant about it. Some are claiming it's just a remaster. Some are claiming it's a remake. The producer Neil Druckmann, I think he's the producer. He's saying that it's a remake. I'm not sure exactly how. Let's see here. Hold on. How to? Oh, good. It's right here. I'm not sure exactly where I sit regarding this. To me, I'm more willing to call it a remaster, but from what I've read and what I've heard, there are some additions to it, like game mechanics. So if it alters the game in a fundamental way, like gameplay wise, game mechanics, it would be a remake. And then you have like the side by side comparisons here. I know you probably can't see the greatest, but this is not what I'm wanting to talk about. Let's see, where is it? He did a Oh, by the way, the game comes out September 22nd of this year. I'm trying to find. Oh, here it is. I actually proposed a question, and I'm not sure if nobody replied to it. It was only an hour ago anyway. I'm just curious, how is it doing? Oh, not bad, 19. Okay, but so I asked Neil a question, and I'm honestly, do I expect a reply? No. It would be nice if he did, but I'm not expecting it now. I basically said, "Good morning. I have a couple questions. Uh, the first question is, will Last of Us Left Behind be integrated into this version of Last of Us?" I think honestly that this game should have Last of Us Left Behind integrated, maybe sporadically throughout the story, because from what I heard that they're asking for like $70 for this game for part 1, the remake basically. And if all they did was change up the control mechanics and and they changed the graphics, is that really worth justifying a $70 price point for a game that has been out since when did this game come out? Let's take a look. I think it was like 2013. When did The Last of Us debut? Release, yeah. Okay, 2013 is when it came out, June 14th. So it's about 9 years that it came out. Is a $70 price point for a game that may have only control modifications and graphical upgrades, is that really worth the $70 price point? I guess you could basically say. And honestly, I don't think it is. That's why I proposed this question. Will it have Last of Us Left Behind integrated into this version of Last of Us? And the way I think it should be, I think it should be kind of, have at least the earlier parts of Left Behind be playable before the main campaign, and then kind of somehow work it where they ended up going from the university where Joel was injured to the mall, and then from the mall to that little town where Ellie had Joel stashed in the basement of that house. By doing that, I think it would add a little bit more value to the game because it would add more background and everything, more lore building, I guess you could say. And I think that would, if they could give people a little bit extra, I think it would honestly kind of win over some of the people who are unsure if $70 is worth this game, or if this game is worth $70. The other question I'm hoping that that they consider is, Last of Us has never been really one that, from what I can tell, that has really been DLC heavy, or even really DLC, made with DLC in mind at all. Granted, we got Left Behind, and we got the multiplayer and stuff, but to me, I'm talking about actual DLC, downloadable content that adds to the lore. I'm not talking about cosmetics, And this is where the second question comes in. I think, I asked, I misworded it. I should have said, has the possibility of downloadable content to flesh out some characters such as David, Tess, Joel, or Tommy, among others, of course, been explored? I think they really have an opportunity here to kind of build up upon what they originally created back in 2013, or that they released in 2013. And that's, kind of because when I played this back on the PlayStation 3, I was actually invested in a lot of these characters. None of the characters were poorly written. Even the characters that had limited time on screen, such as David, Sam, or Henry, you I played this game and I'm thinking, God, I would like to know more about these people. Like, what led David to become the crazed lunatic that he was, Or, I would love to see the group that Henry and Sam was a member of when they went into Pittsburgh. I think, honestly, they have a chance here to really flesh out and go back to create more lore for this universe. I was always really curious about the relationship between Tess and Joel. Like, how did they meet up? Because I think I went to the wiki before, and I don't recall really seeing that much. Just that they were partners, that they smugglers and that sort of stuff. It's kind of alluded, but I would love to have some definite lore about that kind of stuff. Because you had like the one scene where in the beginning of The Last of Us where Joel wakes up, it's just after the 20-year time skip, and Tess is knocking on the door. He lets her in, and basically they're talking, and he says something, I can't recall exactly what it was, but Tess replies saying, "Well, you said you wanted to be left alone." I would have loved to know like what happened with that. What was it that they, Joel and Tess were starting to become close, and maybe Joel just blocked her out and sent her on her way, or what was it? I'm the type of person that just likes to have a little bit more information when it comes to video games, But yeah, so those were my questions, I would love to have if they, if they integrated Left Behind, hey, that'd be great. But I think that if they announce that they're doing DLC for some of these characters, not all of them, even just some of them, I think that would be enough to really win people over, But that has been my take on the whole, you know, the Last of Us Part 1 $70 price point, and then people, are kind of saying, well, it's a cash grab, and I'm not even going to get into that. I just think that I'm looking at ways to try to justify and encourage people who, may be on the fence of, hey, wow, this game has these items. Hell yeah, I'll buy this game. Like in a, in a, the video game industry lately, from what I have gathered, it seems to be it's like they're going to milk the viewer, or the players. I don't want to say viewers because that's more movie based, but they're going to milk the players for as much money as possible while giving as little. And I think that they should do the opposite. You should give the hardcore gamers or the hardcore fans who have stuck with you for nearly 10 years, give them something as a reward. Like, hell, yes, we're asking for $70, but here's all you're going to get besides updated control mechanics and updated graphics. You're going to get Left Behind that's integrated. It's just not going to be like it's at the beginning, you play it all, and that's it, and then you play. No, it's going to be thoughtfully integrated into Part 1. We're going to give you guys let's say bi-monthly DLC. You are going to learn how it is that some of these people arrived at this outcome. Something like that. That's honestly what I would like to see. Okay, but with that out of the way, so let's close that out. Okay. Let's do gaming news. Game Spot, I think it was. Let's see, top 10 game consoles. There's 10 gaming consoles? Gaming news. Okay, there we go. And I'm not going to be reading all the gaming news because if I did, I'd be here for eternity because this website has like a shit ton of pages. Okay, 54 minutes ago, they have the 2022 upcoming game release schedule. Let's see here. Anything of interest? I'm just gonna. Wait, is that 2022? Well, it says 2020, so we're all the way up in to July. So let's. I'm kind of confused. Is this when they say 20? Well, it has to be this year. Well, they should have just started with July because it's kind of confusing. Currently to be announced. Okay, we'll just go down to Okay, yeah, it has to be this year because like I think I recall saying knowing that this was out and stuff. And so is Sifu, yeah. So okay, so let's just go down to July. Okay, anything here that really catches my eyes? I'll be honest, I'm just not really. I'm getting to the point. I'm kind of like a fan of specific games. Back when I was younger, like almost every game, like, oh my god, that looks cool. Hey, that looks cool. I would like to do that. Nowadays, kind of just it's only a few specific games, unless if it's on either like the PlayStation Plus or Xbox Game Pass, then I'll probably give it a more of a look. But because of society and how money, everything's getting more expensive, you can't just buy everything anymore. You gotta kind of observe what there is and then decide is it worth it. Now, Stray, I'm curious about this. Okay, everything we know about the story. Stray is the game that lets you finally live as every gamer's dream of being a kitty in a cyberpunk world. Now, is this like a expansion to Cyberpunk 2022 or 2033 or 2039 or whatever 2099 or whatever the fuck it was called? Is nearly upon us, so prepare. Let's see here. I thought I actually had more info, like when. But I did see. I think I saw somewhere that Stray is supposed to be on PlayStation Plus. Let's see here. Is Stray on PlayStation Plus? Stray comes as part of PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium. So since I am Premium, I should be able to download this. Now this is one thing that upsets me. Okay, so this is going to be isn't this like going to be an exclusive day one release? Hold on, let's see here. Hard work. We have release date. Stray will be publicly available July 19th, 2022. And as you may have seen during today's state of play, we're excited to confirm Stray will also be available to PlayStation Plus and Premium members at that time. Okay, now I can't. Let's see here. Now, isn't this one of Sony's own? Okay, let's see here. Blue 12 Studios, I think that's what it was called. Blue 12 Studio. On LinkedIn. Blue 12 Studios Stray. Let's see here. Small Okay, it's independent. Okay, so I thought that maybe I thought this was one like a first party, part of Sony and their development under their development umbrella. If I'm wrong, feel free to let me know. Say, hey, that Blue 12 is actually Sony owned and everything. Because I was gonna say, well, I remember reading that Sony preferred not to have day one releases on PlayStation Plus. That they were only going to do trials, something like that. And I was going to say, well, if Stray is first party, release, then why is it that we can't get Horizon Forbidden West, for example, as released on PlayStation Plus, Okay, so we got. Let's see. Is there anything else? Let's see. Now, just because I don't name all these games doesn't mean that I think that they're bad or anything. It's just it doesn't appeal to me. Like nothing, the name or maybe any information I have just does not grab me now. Wait, Saints Row releasing? Huh. Well, I had a picture here. I thought it was in the July releases. August. Spider-Man Remastered. That's on PC. Oh, Saints Row. Okay, it's on the 23rd. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get this or want to get this one. Like I said, money is tight. So like you gotta really kind of look at everything. It's like, okay, is that gonna be something I want to get? Like, and even if I want to get it, even though I don't like to go by what reviewers say, I will at least, after a game comes out, I may watch a few minutes of what a reviewer's video, just to see if the game looks fun enough. Okay, so nothing really there. So September. Okay, Last of Us Part 1. I think that Last of Us Part 1 is going to be like the big seller. No matter what, I think it's going to sell shit tons. I feel sorry for anybody who actually releases a game around within like 2 weeks of Last of Us Part 1 because it's a cutthroat business releasing video games. If like I remember when Battlefield and Call of Duty where that they were both going head to head, and if Call of Duty was releasing a game like say in November, December or October, November-ish, Battlefield would try to either just release the game either just before or after, but it would be like on the peripheral release date, so it wouldn't be that close to Call of Duty because they would not want to get swallowed up and basically ignored. Okay, so we got the annual sports games such as like NBA 2K3 and other things. Nothing really there. October. Is there anything in October? Well, no, okay, No Man's Sky. It's a Switch release. I'm like, really? I got that game now, but let's see here. Ooh, Gotham Knights. And it's coming on Xbox One. No, I may be interested in that. I've played all of the Arkham games, and I love them all. Even the game that not a lot of people like, which was Arkham Origins. I actually like that game. So, okay, so October 25th is when this Gotham Knights comes out. I may get me that as like a birthday present to myself if I do get it. October 28th, Call of Duty. Yeah, I've just been so It's not even I'm burned out on Call of Duty anymore. I just don't even fucking like it. It's like, what is this? Like, this has to be like literally the 22nd game. Don't they release a fucking Call of Duty game every goddamn year? You can only release the same shit with diminishing results. You're shooting Nazis. You're shooting modern people. You're shooting future soldiers. It's all the same shit at this point. And that's why I have not bought the last one I actually got, which was a gift to me from my mom a few years ago. It's like Cold War or something like that. I can't even recall what the goddamn name is. That's how bad it is. The game came out just a couple years ago, and I can't recall the name of it. The last Call of Duty game I actually enjoyed was Call of Duty Ghost. The story, I should say. Multiplayer, fuck multiplayer. I don't really care about that much. Like I like Call of Duty Ghost, and that's the last one I really enjoyed, and that was 1 year before I went to college and got my degree. So that's like 2013, I think it was. So it's like it's almost been 10 years since they released a Call of Duty game that actually got my fucking attention. Like fuck it. No, I'm not buying another goddamn Call of Duty game. No, fuck that. Ooh, God of War Ragnarok. Now this is definitely one that I am hyped for. And I don't really get hyped that much for games anymore. It's because I loved the 2018 version of God of War, and I think that they got a winner with this. Let's see here. Okay, and then Callisto. I've heard that the Callisto Protocol is supposed to be like it's like an homage to the earlier Dead Space games. Okay, to be announced. Okay, is there anything down here? A game I would love to see on this list is there was an old Super Nintendo game called Illusion of Gaia. Normally, I don't condone buying a video game system for one game, but I loved Illusion of Gaia so much that if Nintendo decided to make either a sequel or a remake of Illusion of Gaia. When did Illusion of Gaia release? I think it was like 92, 93 possibly. When did Gaia release? Illusion. See, it doesn't even, the game is so old, it doesn't even have like a little blurb like on the side of when it released. So let's click on this. I love this game. North America was September 1st of 94. So that's when it came out. I would, if they actually did a remake of Illusion of Gaia, I'd probably buy a Switch for it. And I normally don't suggest buying a system for one game, but I loved Illusion of Gaia. The only other time I ever bought a video game system for one game was the Dreamcast, and that was to play Resident Evil Code Veronica. And shortly after I beat Code Veronica, the damn Dreamcast broke. So, yeah. Okay, so let's see here. Another Destiny. I think this is DLC Destiny. Okay, well, good for them. Dragon Age 4. Wow, EA game. I'm like a sports game. Who would have thought that they're releasing a sports game? Who would have thought? Yeah. Grand Theft Auto: The Trilogy, the definitive edition on iOS and Android. How about fucking Grand Theft Auto? What is it? What are they up to now? 7, 6, 5, 5, 6, something like that. 6. How? Give us a new Grand Theft Auto game, not a fucking re-release of the same hashed shit that you've been doing for the last. Let's see, how many years has Grand Theft Auto 5 been out? Grand Theft Auto release date. I think 2012. Oh shit. Grand Theft Auto 5. Sorry. Okay, September 17th. Really? I thought it came out in 2012. Why was it 2012 that I thought? Okay, so it's almost been 10 years. Give us a new fucking game instead of the same rehashed shit. And it isn't even that they want to bring the story. And I will call fucking Rocksteady, not Rocksteady, Rockstar out on this. They are not releasing Grand Theft Auto: The Trilogy, the definitive edition, to iOS and Android because they want to get, they want to get some like people into the story, share the story. I'm pretty sure that they have some sort of microtransactions tied to these games somehow, and that's probably what it is, that they're trying to get microtransactions, and everything. But besides, if you're gonna want to play a Grand Theft Auto game, you're not gonna want to fucking play on iOS or Android. You're gonna want to play it on a video game system where you can sit on your couch or in a chair, sit back and relax, not hold a goddamn cell phone 10 inches from your face while you're stabbing a hooker. Okay, so let's see here. What else we got? I Am Jesus Christ. Wow. I never thought I'd actually see a game with that name. Let's see here. Got a couple of Lara Croft games, but they're both for Switch. Oh my god, nothing. So far, everything in this to be announced category, nothing is pulling, like getting my attention. River City Girls 2. I played a little bit of it. If it's the one, I think they had it on Game Pass. I'm not sure if this is the same one. Let's take a quick look. Yeah, this looks like the same one. I could only play a little bit of it, and then I was like, no thanks. I was hoping at least like see one game that would be like, oh my god, Jeff, I can't believe they're actually making that, and nothing is getting my attention. Star Wars Hunters Switch, no thanks. Khmer Dark Fate, no thanks. See, this is what I'm talking about. Fucking like The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Instead of actually doing, making a new video game, they're just these developers are now just content with re-releasing the same shit over and over and over again. How many systems has Grand Theft Auto 5 been on? That's like how many systems has Skyborn, Skyfall, whatever that. It's the oh god, I can't even recall what the name of the. It's from Bethesda. It's like how many. It actually became a meme that this one little game that originally released like on the fucking 360, it has been ported to every fucking system. Instead of porting the same shit, make a new game. It's not that hard, Like, God, I can't recall what it is. It's not Lord of the Rings. The Elder Scrolls. It's the latest Elder Scrolls game or whatever the fuck, the chapter is called or the game is called. So absolutely fucking nothing. Nothing pulls to me. It's like either rehashes of the same shit from multiple years ago, or it's just games that just do not, do not get me excited. And that's kind of sad because, like I said, I used to be the kind of gamer that, like, almost every game that came out, I'd be like, oh my god, that looks so awesome. I need to get that game. I need to get that game. I want to get that game. Now it's like literally from July until December, the only games that are, getting my attention at all is God of War Ragnarok, which is in November 9th. And then we have Gotham Knights on October 25th. And I'm kind of confused about this one because I heard that Gotham Knights was no longer going to be on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Thankfully, they still have Ragnarok on PlayStation 4, so, So if they have Gotham Knights and I do decide to get it, it'll be like a early birthday present to myself. Like happy birthday, Jeff. You're 1 year older, you piece of shit. Like. And if they don't have it, then I'll get me God of War Ragnarok, and they'll be like, happy belated birthday, you piece of shit. Have a game. Okay, but yeah, so that's that. So I'm just gonna switch over to this real quick. Turn on desktop audio, and like I said, I apologize for the screen. Actually, here's what I can do. Let's actually turn this off. Disable this for the time being, and then I'll turn on the full screen. There we go. Because I would like to watch some of these trailers for like do a trailer react. This will be like a little bit of a trailer reaction video.com. Let's look at God of War Ragnarok. Okay, hold on 1 second. I want to check my phone real quick. Let's see here. God of War trailer. Okay, and this was 10 months ago. Okay, let's see. Huh, I never watched this before. I don't know why it has a red bar. Okay, let's do this though. What? Ah, shit. Hold on, sorry. Why is... Okay, I got it on that, but... Hold on, let me see here. Crap, I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it because let's see here. Because if I go through here, it's going to block the sound, but sound is also coming out of the speaker. Here's what I can do. I think I can mute my monitor. Let's see here. 1 second. Wait, hold on. Where's the mute button? There, mute. Okay, let's rewind it. Wait, wrong one. There we go. Okay. 3, 2, 1. I'll be honest. I'm not sure what really to say about that. I was honestly expecting some gameplay. Maybe we'll get a trailer soon with gameplay, but who knows? God. But let's take a look at the next trailer. Will be for Last of Us Part 1. Let's see here. Last of Us Part 1 remake trailer. Come on. There it goes. Let's see here. So, let's see. Yep. Okay. So, now I do recall seeing this one, but I want to see it again because I only gave it a passing glance because I was doing other things. Alright. Okay, I'm not sure. Is that? Oh god, I can't recall the voice actor who did Joel. He sounds different. I'm not sure what it is. It just doesn't sound like. Oh god, who was the guy who played Joel? Here, let's do a quick look. Voice Joel Miller in The Last of Us. Troy Baker. It does. It may just be my ears. It just that doesn't sound like uh, Troy Baker. Here, let's go back here. It just, yeah, it just doesn't sound right. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. It just doesn't sound like Troy Baker. So I'm wondering if, let's see here, voice actors, The Last of Us Part 1 remake. Let's see here. Voice motion capture. Yeah, but that's the okay. Last of Us. Let's click on. Let's see here. Let's go down to the remake. Okay, let's see here. The Last of Us codenamed T1X. Let's see here. I'm just seeing if it mentions. Reactions have been mixed. According to principal environment artists. Yeah, it doesn't say. Yeah. Okay, well, let's go back to this and watch this. Hold on, let me make sure I have the volume turned up. Okay, I do. Okay, so that's definitely Troy Baker right there. You could tell, that's Troy Baker, but the person that said, well, she has everything to do with, or something like that. That did not sound like Troy Baker. With the exception of that one part right here, let's go back to here. With the exception of that right there, it sounds like it was all Troy Baker, but that portion right there, I'm not sure why, but to me it just doesn't sound like him. But other than that, I already gave my thought like I did in the beginning of this video about how they could try to enhance the game even more to try to justify the price point of the game being $70. Okay, I think let's just call it a day regarding this. But yeah, so that is it. Hold on, let me switch back to this. Turn this off. Turn this on. Okay, there it goes. So that basically is it for this GCurse Reacts video. I didn't cover that much, but I just gave my thoughts about some things. And I still stick by my guns when it comes to the issue with The Last of Us Part 1. I think if they really want to justify the $70 price point, they're going to have to integrate Left Behind throughout the entire game, possibly. And they're also going to have DLC because, especially with today's financial climate, trying to convince people to spend $70 on a game that has possibly only control adjustments and graphical upgrades, trying to convince people to spend $70 on that's going to be a hard sell. That's going to be a hard sell, ladies and gentlemen. No matter what, I think people would be willing to play the game if they actually put it on PlayStation Plus day one. I think that if they went that route, then a lot of people would be eager to play the game. Hell, put on PlayStation 1 and then charge people for the DLC if you want to go that route. But that's just my thought, But so that is it for the GCurse Reacts. So tonight, for Tuesday the 12th, it will be it's just gonna be me doing some talking just about like what I've been up to and everything, and that will be later tonight. So that will be it, and I guess I'm gonna back out, and I will see everybody later. So take it easy and stay safe. Peace out.